the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for Team World. Hachimura out there with Barrett. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. It's good on the putback.
I'll tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And it's Team World with the ball after the missed 3 from Trae Young. The offensive rebound, Hachimura, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
Here's Morant following the bucket by Team World, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Williamson on the assist by Morant. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for USA. Trailing by 2. And a guy everyone seems excited to see, Ja Morant. I've heard more than one person call him an old soul.
Well, you know, he acts like he's been here before. The complete game, the confidence, always in control. His teammates lean on him because he makes the team better. And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Doncic, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Yeah, a nightmare to defend in space. Williamson showing elite acceleration with the ball in his hand.
Doncic kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And this is the second appearance in the Rising Stars game for 6'6" Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The 11th pick back in 2018. He's made an immediate impact. Another in this wave of Canadian NBA players.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Zion Williamson making his last shot. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hachimura. Doncic against Young. Team World with another miss. Fires for three.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back right after this. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
They've got Robinson. Robinson is out there with Williamson. Then it's Trey Young, and it's Graham in at the one. Robinson dishes to Young. They get it again. Knocked loose. And the fast break now for Team World. So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Doncic, and it's Musa in at small forward. Young's shot is off.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Clark, he's checked in for Williamson. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Here's Graham. Fernando pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's a Kobo. Got a hand on it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Passes it to Doncic. The pass to Okobo. That 3 off the mark. USA trails by 4. Here's Young. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
1:11 left now here in the second. Robinson passes to Clark. That ties the game.
And, you know, he's kind of come out of the blue this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season, but that's no longer the case.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And highlight reel action here, a staple this weekend, certainly. And Mitchell Robinson, Greg, can do a little bit of that.
But he's a fluid athlete at 7'1", and the 2018 second rounder continuing to deliver after that breakthrough rookie season.
Here's a Kobo. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
So it's USA now, following the bucket by Team World. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
It's hauled in by USA.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here's Young. Puts up a three. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, the Rising Stars game has become such a special part of All-Star Weekend. We couldn't have a better. And it's just about.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for USA, you've got Williamson. Morant is out there with Young. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
Well, I tell you what, Doncic plays with really good energy and awareness. But also, he's got a quiet physicality to him, and he doesn't mind being bumped around when he's trying to score.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
On its way from Young for 2. Again, USA.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Doncic. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Doncic has got 8.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
And Young kicks to Morant. The dish to Ayton. Can't connect from short range. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Team World. A 2-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And USA with some changes. Robinson comes in for 8. Robinson is subbed in for Michael Porter. Pass to Morant. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And Greg, tonight, what's a scarier sight than watching Zion Williamson come at you in the open court?
Yeah, going 280, incredible speed and agility. This is the type of pace and space game that tends to showcase guys like Williamson.
Doncic against Young. They get the rebound. Here's Robinson, and it's good for 2. Robinson's got his first 2 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. It's hauled in by USA.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Robinson, that's good.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half, not like it was in the first.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant. Team World shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And Team World making a change here. Both good from the line that time. It's a close game here in Chicago. Young up top, guarded by Doncic. Young dishes to Robinson. For USA, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First one falls for. And USA making a change here. Clark's checked in. And a change for Team World. Akobo's checked in. Team World trails by 3. Pass to Melly. Good ball movement here by Team World. passes it to Hachimura. 5 on the clock. Tries to save it. Here's Robinson. He's off on that one, and Team World will come the other way. To the wing right side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Team World with another miss. USA leading by 3. Here's Clark. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Here's Hachimura, and it's good. 2 points. Hachimura's got 6 points.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. USA leads. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
So Team World's 5 right now. We've got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Melly in at the center.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. 8 is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for USA.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Here's Graham. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Now Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And USA leads by 3.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. They're really looking strong here.
Okobo looking over the floor to tie it up. It's hauled in by USA.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Morant. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Team World calls time here. Williamson is checked in for USA. And Team World making a change here. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Here's Doncic. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Morant passes to Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
What amazes me about watching Williamson is lift into the air. It's so effortless.
Doncic outside for 3. Fernando can't get it to go. USA leading by 7. Morant passes to Graham. The quick look, no good that time. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. They recover it.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game.
Outside, Porter. Clock at 6. Takes it from 10. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Porter. And USA leads by 9. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Doncic with it. with some arc, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Morant passes to Ayton. Shoots over Doncic, and that one's good. Ayton's got the lead up to 11 now for USA. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
They grab their own miss. And it's Williamson missing. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
So USA wins it.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to